Says I'm live. Good morning. Hi there, and welcome to this day in history for May the 2nd. May 2nd is the 122nd day of the year in the Gregorian calendar, 123rd in leap years, with 243 days remaining to the end of the year. Today's word is acolyte. Acolyte is one who assists the celebrant in the performance of liturgical rites. I forgot to say it's a noun. It can also be a devoted follower or attendant, acolyte. This word comes to us through several languages, beginning with Greek, a word meaning attendant, acolyte. I'd like to take a moment to mention that links to my sources are included in the show notes. I ask you to go ahead and click that like button. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And remember that you can share this video with others with a link in your email, messaging, or social media. With that, we're going to start in the year 1519, when Italian painter, sculptor, architect, and inventive genius Leonardo da Vinci died on May 2nd, 1519, most likely of a stroke. He was 67. On May 2nd, 1536, Anne Boleyn, Queen of England, was arrested and imprisoned on charges of adultery, incest, treason, and witchcraft. These charges were fabricated. That means they made them up. They weren't true. She did enjoy being queen and was fairly decent at it, but she was married to Henry VIII. He was a fickle man, had a wandering eye. It's been a while, but we've talked about Henry VIII before. This is the birthday of Benjamin Spock, American rower, I didn't know that before, pediatrician and author, born May, is this the second? Yeah, 1903. He's probably best known for the book he wrote way back in 1946 called Baby and Child Care. This was a serious bestseller. The book's premise to mothers was that you know more than you think you know. That's true. He lived to the age of 94. General Motors acquired the Chevrolet Motor Company on May 2nd, 1918. The first game of the Negro National Leagues, baseball, was played in Indianapolis on May 2nd, 1920. This is the birthday of English singer and pianist Engelbert Humperdink, born May 2nd, 1936. His musical career dates from the 1960s with such songs as Release Me, There Goes My Everything. Some of these say May 3rd. Oh man, I hope I haven't messed that up. Let's take a look right quick. Let's take a look at that right quick. Hope I didn't get my research mixed up. May 2. Is that right? Yeah, it is. Okay. May 2nd. Okay, yeah, they're May 2nd. They're May 2nd. Why did I call them May 3rd? I don't know. All right, back to Engelbert Humperdinck. Let's close this window. We don't want to close that window, though. All right, we want to stay live. Just want to close that research window. Caught me in a moment of uncertainty here. This is the birthday of English singer and pianist Engelbert Humperdinck, born May 2nd, 1936. I guess I could correct that. His musical career dates from the 1960s with such songs as Release Me, There Goes My Everything, and The Last Waltz. Of course, many more besides. Still working and still alive, he turns 85 in 2021. This is the birthday of American singer-songwriter Lesley Gore, born May 2nd, 1946. She was 16 when she recorded the pop hit It's My Party in 1963. That was a story song about her. She was having a birthday party and she had a boyfriend, and a girl named Judy was had come in and taken her boyfriend. And so she sang It's My Party and I'll Cry If I Want to. That song reached #1, and she followed it up with other hits like Judy's Turn to Cry. Guess what happened in that song? There's a song called She's a Fool, You Don't Own Me, and a few more. Lesley Gore lived to the age of 68. This is the birthday of James Dyson, born. Why did I think it was the 3rd? Born May 2nd, 1947. If you watch television, you might have seen him talking about his products, mostly the Dyson vacuum cleaners and sometimes the Dyson hand dryer. He also made a fan, a Dyson fan, bladeless. Still alive, he turns 74 in 2021. Good day for musical birthdays. This is the birthday of American singer-songwriter Lou Gramm, born May 2nd, 1950. I put 3s on all of these. Where was my head? He was the original lead singer of the rock band Foreigner, with such songs as Midnight Blue, Waiting for a Girl Like You, I Want to Know What Love Is. That's Lou Gramm's voice you hear on those songs. And I can hear it right now in my head. Still alive and still working, Lou Gramm turns 71 in 2021. Playwright Tennessee Williams won the Pulitzer Prize for Drama on May 2nd, 1955 for his play Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. All right. I'm just going to take a look here at something right quick. Yeah, that's right. Okay. 6 days after the Chernobyl disaster, the city of Chernobyl was evacuated. And I realized that as I was doing this research, I say that as if everyone knows what that means, what that's about. And so, for anyone who doesn't quite know what that is about, I'll tell you right quick, give you the Cliff Notes version. It is that on Saturday, April 26th, in 1986, the number 4 reactor at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant lost power and became irretrievably overheated. They had power to keep coolers going, but they lost power. It became irretrievably overheated, and that led to an uncontrolled nuclear chain reaction, followed by a couple of explosions of fire, which both of the explosions and the fire released incredibly dangerous levels and amounts of radiation into the air. This is still considered the worst nuclear disaster in history, so that's what I'm talking about when I say Chernobyl nuclear disaster. As they came to realize the scope and perimeter of contamination, they saw that the city of Chernobyl had to be evacuated too, and that happened on this day in 1986. All righty. It was on May 2nd in the year 2000 that President Bill Clinton announced that accurate GPS access would no longer be restricted to the United States military. I guess we've been enjoying GPS devices now for long enough that I would have thought that had been longer ago. But 2000, so 21 years ago, GPS became where it could be available to the rest of us. That's what's in our phones to help us with our little mappy apps to get where we need to go and tell us where we are. Pretty interesting. On May 2nd, 2012, a pastel version of Edvard Munch's The Scream sold for $120 million in New York City auction, setting a new world record for a work of art at auction. And that's all I have for you today. We caught several musicians in the birthdays today, didn't we? Let me know in the comments what your favorite musical genre is. Meanwhile, that's going to do it for us today. As always, links to my research are included in the show notes. Let's see what else. Anything else? All right. Well, I guess that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Now we'll look for the thank you very much button. Thank you very much.